These are the kind of experience most of the kids lack. I know that most of the people or kids, particularly, they're learning about their environment, but they have no idea how to live in nature, how to live in harmony with nature. So I think this is the kind of experience that that they should have. But what's worse is these kids, they have no idea. It's the kind of experience that they can be hungry for. In this video, I like to talk about how most of our kids spend their summer holidays. And to be honest, I don't really like the way that they spend it. Part of the reason, maybe it's because they're limited to games, and maybe classes. Now, that's what the children know, to have fun. And they either play games or they take classes like swimming lesson and stuff. And I'm not really surprised most of the kids grow up not loving the environment, not being able to adapt to that environment, and not caring about climate change or global warming. I think when I was a child, we would spend our summer holidays out in the field or farm. So after we finished our school and we have this long summer holidays, and what we do, we will go to our field, or we go to a nearby creek. We will jump into the creeks, and we will swim, or we will look for the beehives. We will hunt some birds. As a kid, I wasn't a very good shooter with the slingshot. Nevertheless, I think these experiences taught me how to value nature. And I feel like, I appreciated nature, and nature sort of helped me learn about its value. And I learned about the fact that, the cycle, what do we say, the ecology and the ecosystem of our fields, forests and stuff. Nowadays, these are the kind of experience most of the kids lack. I know that most of the people or kids, particularly, they're learning about their environment, but they have no idea how to live in nature, how to live in harmony with nature. So I think this is the kind of experience that that they should have. But what's worse is these kids, they have no idea. It's the kind of experience that they can be hungry for. This is the lesson that we have to teach our kids in order to appreciate nature. I feel like, we can't just be, showing books, or pictures on the book to our kids, and, to teach them to love the environment. And I love trees, I love birds. I love birds, it's not like to kill. I really love birds, and I think, birds are beautiful. If you have never seen a beautiful bird, if you don't know, how birds live, and if you have never listened to the bird's song, and I wouldn't be surprised if you don't love them. To me, like I lived in nature. I have heard, birds singing. I have seen, birds. I don't know, maybe sitting on the, branch together, as a couple. And I've seen, flocks of birds flying towards south, north, right, in different directions. I think these experiences, they were very valuable experience for me. These were the experience that I got in summer. Now I'm 36 and I live in a city, and I don't have the experience anymore. I can go out to the field or farms and stuff, but I wish that these kids nowadays, they have these sort of experience. And I think it's important for parents to make sure that kids love that environment. I'm just suggesting, and this as one of the ways we can teach our kids, to love nature like that. There might be many ways, right? I think there's even a school in Yangon which is focused on teaching kids to be able to live in harmony, to love, nature, or to maintain or protect the environment that they live in. I think that's why, and in 2019, I had a chance to study environmental policy, and I was very passionate about it. I don't know where that passion came from. I think it must be the experience that I had as a child, as a teenager in my village. I love trees, plants, and everything. So I also want these kids to have that sort of experience, so that they can We have to love that environment and to protect the environment, because it's important that we love that environment. Thank you very much.